Some proud moments I had growing up were whenever we would go to all the horse shows and everybody would remember us being Orin Barnes' grandson. In 75 years, you have touched many people's lives and taught us many life lessons. You shared many stories and helped many people. And few people get the privilege of being your grandkid. But like Brent said, I will always be Pawpaw's baby, and I'm proud of him. You're looking at me like I've got more.
Good job, babe.
No, I was looking at the Kleenex box.
That was great, honey.
That was
Yeah,
good,
that was
Brian.
very good.
Good job, cuz.
We miss you. We wish
Miss
you
you.
were here.
Brian, you forgot one thing. When I would pick y'all up in the summer, take you somewhere, and I'd buy your boots and hat, and y'all would just stand there, I'd say, well, thanks for letting me buy you boots and hat.
And then they would say, you're welcome.
You're
Well, you're welcome for that.
Thank you very much. That was good, and that's a true story.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's good.
Papa's crying more than whenever he watches horse movies.
Okay, Cam.
Oh,
You're up.
I got mine numbered.
Number
All right,
one,
mine are a
number
little bit
two.
longer. Okay, so when I wrote these, I was just kind of understanding just kind of memories. And as we're oh good. As we're going along, I was thought of many others. So I'm probably going to ad lib a couple of them too, as we do this, and I'll write them down later. But one of the memories when I was about 7 years old, and I remember waking up early in the morning. We lived in Dimmitt, and you said, "Get up, son, let's go." And so we go, and the truck's parked out front. There's a hot rod truck, and we went coyote hunting. And anyway, we got up and the sun came up, and it was freezing cold. The truck was loud, and it made my heart race the whole time.
Remember that.
Me too.
That was only number one.
We get through this.
Told myself I wasn't
I
gonna.
just want you to know that you have come by that honesty.
Yeah.
These tears.
Let me tell you, when you start to tear up, think about cutting that cat.
Bring me right back.
And he's gonna cry even more.
All right, I remember you'd work all day at the C-Bar Ranch, and I remember you worked hard. I remember just being along beside you, I want to work as hard as my dad. Kind of ad-libbing some of the stuff that's all written down, but we I want to give some details.
You're a detail boy. I know.
Yeah. So, and so we went to harvest the crops. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so we worked all day, and you said, "Hey, come go with me." And we'd sit up in that combine, and we'd ride along. I'd sit up in the cab with you in the combine or tractor, whatever it was, and we'd drive along. I remember that was so fun because you could smell the fresh cut of the.
It was instant cut.
Yeah, it was corn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that sweet smell of that corn coming off there, and we drove through the night, and we had the lights on. Remember, it was just cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cool. It was
just
just
the
like
parade
you and the
of-
tractor,
yeah.
and it was just cutting that stuff. So, and so anyway, I put on there to this day I get a charge when I smell diesel exhaust in the cool morning.
Yeah.
You know that smell?
Yeah,
When
I
I
do
start the
too.
tractors.
Yeah.
You smell that?
I
It
did.
was right outside the front door.
It's like you stole the day. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you stole the morning because you're up before everybody else, and that's your time.
Yeah, that's true.
It is.
Makes your heart beat
Love it.
faster.
It does. It gives me this.
I think you're just getting
That's
high.
good. Yeah.
Or that. Or that.
It's called a diesel high.
Yeah. Let's see. You'd worked all week at the horse show in Amarillo. This is a really good one right here. And we met Mom for burgers at was it Burger Town?
Oh, we were talking about
And,
down the other day.
And so it's a little burger joint right over there off of Georgia and 45th. I can put my finger on the spot.
And you just happen to love the owner's
The owner's daughter. Worked out. And so we were there, and you said you told Mom that you said he's going to go with me, and so I got in with you, and we went over to Spinning Wheels. Was the first stop, and then we went, and you told him. He said, "Hey, I need to get a." It says what I put on here. We went to Spinning Wheels, and you asked them if they had a motorcycle to fit me. They didn't. And then we went to the Harley shop. Remember they sold the Harley Davidsons, and you asked them the same thing, and they had motorcycles that size, but they didn't have one for me. They'd sold out. No luck there either, and we ended up at Sun Sport Suzuki where we bought a Kawasaki, a blue one. And I still get a charge when I get the smell of the rubber at a bike shop. Let the good times roll. You know the smell of rubber? Mm-hmm.
But you know what the deal was? When I bought it, I told you I was buying it for somebody else, and we was going to deliver it, and you was looking out the back at that motorcycle, and you said, I wished I had a motorcycle like that. And I started getting tears driving down the road. I think, I can't see, I can't. And then we got home, I said, this is yours. You go out in that pasture, and don't you come back towards the house till you know how to ride it.
And I did. I rode the heck out of it.
30 minutes later,
He was right.
slid sideways up there. I can do it.
Number 4, you took us fishing on Eagle's Nest Lake. You hired a guy to put us on some fish, and he put us on a boatload. We smoked our competition. I won't discuss their identities. Let's see. It's a super cold day. It was too cold to work in the barn. You thought it would be a great idea to go to Missouri. This is true. He was like, hey, let's go. Load up. Pick up the trailer. And so we did, and we went to buy goats. We drove and drove and drove. It was so cold. So cold, and I thought, I said that. So cold that the pickup was warm at best. The heater was warm at best. The diesel in the semi-trucks was starting to gel. We almost slid off the overpass bridge from black ice while you slept. I was driving too fast. But we ended up with a nice bunch of goats, so I'm told. And, I don't know anything about goats. And a safe return. Guardian Angel was rolling with us on that trip. So,
That's true.
some good memories up there.
That's yours.
I've never caught anything on Eagle's Nest Lake.
Oh,
Really? Oh,
Except cold.
Wow.
Let's catch them all.
Killing them. We had
We
those Christmas
caught-
trees. Remember those Christmas trees? Those long
Yeah.
little stringers and stuff.
We got a guide, and I think it was just Cam and Gary. I don't think Darren was.
That one time Darren was driving the boat, remember?
One time Darren drove the boat. That
We
wasn't
almost
time.
died.
Because
We almost died.
Gordon.
Darren-
Except for the awesome driving of
So
Darren.
it was like this, and it was like the storm was coming up, it was rolling, and they were like, we can't move, like.
Yeah,
Or Dad could not get back to the boat, so he was just telling Darren what to do, and I'm standing on the land watching y'all, and here's all these waves, and
I'm
It's
on
scary.
the front trying to weight the front down to keep it from flipping over.
I know it.
And
Darren saved her life.
he was shooting Darren out.
Neither one of them could reach me though, so nah.
They were arguing, and I'm going,
Shut up, we're gonna die.
Well, let me tell you the deal of this is if we turn over, which one am I going to save?
We know who that is. That's not what.
No, it's scary.
All right, Logan, you go.